Welcome, 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 everyone, to the Women's Empower Network. I am so excited to have Jeanette with us today because she's got a really fun workshop or event coming up, and it's called Emojis Are Real People Too. And let me tell you a little bit about her. So, she's the founder of MYBC Consulting. What does MYBC stand for?
Move your bum chum consulting. You don't get anything in this life without getting off your tushy and moving in the direction of your dreams. So that's what I'm here to help people do is move your bum chum.
So she's a master connector who helps business owners move beyond emojis to uncover the real people behind every like, comment, and reaction. With her signature Create Your W5 Story method, she empowers entrepreneurs, especially those 40 plus and older, to build authentic relationships online, just as they do in person. Passionate about turning digital interactions into meaningful conversations, Jeanette's going to show us and her clients how to transform engagement into trust, credibility, and growth. So I just remembered from our interview, just saying that emojis are real people too, um, turned on a light bulb for me, and I was leaving a lot of gold on the table.
Well, if we think about it like this is let's dial it way back. And I actually just heard on CBC radio. I'm in Canada, by the way, and just south of Vancouver, British Columbia, really close to the US or the Washington, BC border. And there is a construction site that they are purposely going to that involves petroglyphs. And they are taking the rubbings or taking all this information from the petroglyphs to make sure that emoji emotion, that whole carving that happened way back then is being memorized or being memorialized because they need to blast all these rocks out of the place to do this construction. So that was that generation's way to communicate, to leave emotions and story behind. Well, even let's dial it back a little bit more. Remember studying, Egyptian and the hieroglyphics, and it was the way that the Egyptians showed symbology to there was real people connected to those symbology, those symbols that were on the side of inside the pyramids or wherever they used their hieroglyphics. Our generation now came up with emojis. Emojis meaning like emotion and I'm going to say, I don't know what the real word, but emotions to be able to share on posts. Because there's a lot of people out there, that FEAR word that I don't like to use, that feel that when I use my words on a post, they live on in infamy. They do. If you choose to use your words in the comment box, they live on in infamy. However, I'm looking at something and I have an emotional response. I wish there was something I could tell that person that emotional response. Well, fast forward to the emoji. I loved what you got saying on. I don't mind giving you a little love or give you a little clappy clap or whatever that is. That's our generation's way to show emotions on posts. We have to remember it was somebody saw something, picked up their finger, chose in that moment, scrolled through their phone or on their computer, and went, that's the emotion I'm feeling right now, that I don't have to tell you my word, but that's what I'm feeling. It was a human that did that. It wasn't a robot, it wasn't AI, it was a human. So there's very much magic to be learned on how to bring that emoji back to the finger, back to the arm, back to the heart, back to the brain in order to build that relationship.
That's beautiful. And you mentioned something in there about we'll learn about the W5. What is that?
The W5 story is we all arrive in life. When I started my company at the tender age of 50, and I'm now 61, coming 62, is much like you built this incredible reality of people that knew who I was, what I do, where I show up, what when moments do I, and why do I go to certain things that I go to and how I show up in life. Well, when you have that framework that you already know this, it makes using social media so much easier, especially if you've got your who that's in your circle, that when you went to that when thing and in that where location, why you both showed up, there's power in sharing it in such a way that you get alignment with the people on this side of the screen, with your followers, your interactors, your subscribers, whatever that is get really clear with who roles. And by who, I mean, like, I'm a podcaster, you're a coach, you're a whatever they are. I'm a traveler, I'm a community member. So getting clear with those 5 core things that you are known for, defining what is one physical thing that you're doing in that who role, where are you physically doing it, what when moment were you doing it in, and why can you share it. And I'm going to tell you, this is the magic of this formula, is, you people that are out there listening, it's the when moments in our lives that others witness that back up our why. Think about that for a second. It's when you show up to an event and you show up with a smile, a good handshake, your business cards, you're engaged, you're not sitting over in the corner. That's a when moment that other people are looking at you, that are backing up that, hey, I as a coach, I arrive, I interact. Like, all the things that you say you do, you're backing it up with actions that other people can see. It's the
Okay.
when moments. And when you share out, there's that magic word when you share it out, it's you're mirroring what you are like in your reality, and you will find alignment with people that are maybe community volunteer, business owner, coach, cake lover, baker, whatever that who roles that you have on this side of the screen. You're going to be serving what they want, not what you want to create. Very, very different.
That is. And so just to let everybody know, we were just talking about this. It's going to be September 18th, which is a Thursday at 11 Mountain Time, which is 10 Pacific, or 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And in the comments below, we're going to put the link for you to be able to register for it. We'll put a summary of this event above this announcement. And before we go today, oh, look, she wants to share. That's cute.
They are. See, I'm behind it. I'm going to help you. If somebody gives you this emoji or this one or this one or this one, I'm behind it. So I'm going to help you pull me out from behind the emojis.
I love that. And her and I have been talking about this a little bit. I've been getting very educated on this, and it's given me a whole new way to think about it and look at it. And I encourage you to go ahead and register. So if you can make that time to attend, there will be a replay for 30 days. Because the last 15, 20 minutes, we will be able to go off camera and be able to do Q&A with Jeanette personally, so you can ask your questions for clarity. And I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be really insightful and playful.
I'm a fun facilitator.
I see that. I see that. I like it. So before we go, is there any parting words of wisdom or anything you want to share?
Be prepared to be surprised at what you can learn about your potential customer when you go behind the emoji with questions that you don't have to ask, because you're going to do your own little research. And something like a little hint is when somebody gives you, especially on Instagram, the heart, because they love, they're showing their heart, picking with that little finger. So I encourage people to go look at other people's profiles that have given you the love. And if it's a public profile, most times in business, they are. And go take a look at what that person's posting. And if you could see your products or services in their life by what you see. Case in point, if you're an artist, if you like make cozy blankets, if you're a printer person that can help me with my printer, or you're an organizer, you just learned that maybe if I reached out to Jeanette, I could sell my painting, sell her a cozy blanket, help her get organized, or what the heck is my printer and sell me? But there's a way to do it so you don't come across smarmy. We leave so much information out around us in our posts. Those of us that know how to build a good relationship with that person's profile, that's where your customer is hiding. Show up for others and they'll show up for you.
That's beautiful. So September 18th, yep, September 18th at 10 o'clock Pacific time. We'll look forward to seeing you there.